Cocaine is a hell of a drug, and very few people know this better than Tony Montana from Scarface. Today, we invest his cocaine. Ayo, I'm Sean McMurray, and this is my channel, Analytical Overdrive, and I am a millionaire by every stretch of the imagination, just not in reality yet. I was born homeless and fatherless. I later moved to live with my family in Guam, where we lived in a shack, in a junkyard, next to a flea market, and slept multiple people to a room. My cousins and I would walk around the flea market looking for loose change in order to buy a pack of ramen to split amongst us all. Now I live about a mile from the beach in a 4-bedroom, 4-bath house that I bought in southern Florida with running water and AC. I'm far from rich, but I'm working on it. I've been trading for about 3 years now, and it's been quite the eye-opener. I want to introduce the concept of trading to you and help you learn to play the game the rich play. I don't care if you are poor, middle class, or rich. You can play this game too. So here's what we will do. We are going to invest Tony Montana's cocaine. You know that scene where there's a mountain of cocaine on his desk towards the end of the movie? That cocaine. I'm going to show you how you can increase your net worth by thousands of % with this simple thought experiment. Now, I've heard it before. Oh, it's a rich man's game. I don't have thousands of dollars. Well, I'm going to show you how full that belief is. You want to buy Jordans? You want to buy a car? A boat? Well, I'm going to show you how to retire early. I'm going to show you how you can raise money to buy a house. So strap your boots tight, get your thinking hats on, get that beer, and let's go.
I am not promoting nor glorifying the use or selling of drugs. If you are dealing with addiction and need help, please reach out to one of many substance abuse organizations, one of those being Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, who operates a free 24-hour-a-day, 365-day-a-year information service in English and Spanish for individuals and family members facing mental and/or substance use disorders. 1-800-662-HELP.
Tony Montana snorted a lot of cocaine. I mean, seriously, the average user today uses about 0.9 milligrams per day, which equates to 0.3285 grams of cocaine a year. At $542.10 per gram of pure cocaine, according to the White House National Drug Control Strategy, this is the equivalent of about $178.08 per year in 2012 dollars. Adjusted for inflation, that would be about $80 in 1984 dollars. If Tony Montana, played by Al Pacino, and Elvira, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, were vacuums, the average user would be your common household cheap vacuum. Better yet, one of those robot vacuums. Tony and Elvira? Oh, they're shop vacs. You know, one of those big vacuums that suck up water, sawdust, and can damn near rip your lips off if you try to stick the hose on your face. Yeah, they snorted that much coke. We all remember that iconic scene where Tony is sitting behind his desk after he just killed his friend Manny, where he's sitting behind the Mount Everest pile of cocaine. He bends over and sticks his face into it and comes up looking like he had just been eating one of those white powdered donuts with his nose. What if we invested Tony's cocaine? I mean the pile of cocaine on his desk. What if we invested that back in 1984 and sold today? What would we have? Well, we aren't investing it directly, but correlating it to the average American salary in 1984. Had you invested the equivalent of the cocaine on Tony's desk, your ROI would be in the thousands of % based upon the stocks I selected for this thought experiment. Now, I would be doing you a huge disservice if I first did not caveat this conversation. I am not a financial advisor. You should perform your own research and make your own decisions on investing. I am merely showing you the potential that can be obtained if you invest your money wisely. In addition, the stocks I selected are in hindsight. Without this knowledge back in 1984, it is possible I could have selected a stock that would have went belly up. Don't let that dissuade you from investing. There are strategies to limit your risk exposure. We'll talk about that in another video. Now, in order to invest the amount of cocaine on Tony's desk, we need to understand how much cocaine that is, quantity-wise, what its value was in 1984, and compare that to the salary of the average American in 1984. Thankfully for you, I've already done that research. I've seen estimates of between 1.2 and 2 kilos on Tony's desk. We are going with 2 kilos. I know what you're saying. 2 kilos is a lot, especially considering the average user only uses 0.3285 grams a year. But between Tony and Elvira's vacuum noses and his entourage, it starts to be a bit more plausible, especially as things start to spiral out of control towards the end of the movie. That puts us at about $120,000 wholesale, $219,000 dealer price, and about $487,000 retail. This is in 1984 dollars. We are going with the street value of $487,000. Tony's net worth was about $1 billion, with the yearly revenue for his empire coming in at $180 million, which breaks down to $15 million per month. Assuming he was going through 2 kilos of cocaine a month at $487,000 and his $15 million monthly income, that is equivalent to 3.25%, but we'll bump it up to 4% of Tony's monthly salary. Let's compare that to the average salary in 1984, which is $15,250.75. 4% of that is $610.03. I selected 3 stocks and compared their value in 1984 to its value in 2020. The 3 stocks are the S&P 500 with a value of $376.66 in 1984, Coca-Cola with a value of $1.15 in 84, and McDonald's with a value of $2.32 in 84. I went all in on one stock except for the S&P 500 because I was only able to purchase 1 share. The remaining was too great to ignore. I invested the rest into McDonald's stock. Keep in mind, I never put all of my eggs in one basket. Diversify. Here's what we would have share-wise. S&P 500 and McDonald's combo, 1 S&P and 100 McDonald's shares. Coca-Cola, 530 shares, McDonald's, 262 shares. The current price for each share now, I almost forgot. Coca-Cola and McDonald's issue dividends, but for the sake of keeping the math simple, I have not included that into this thought experiment. S&P 500 is now valued at $2,584.59 per share. Coca-Cola is $45 per share. And McDonald's is $168.13. Your initial investment of $610.03 is now worth S&P 500 McDonald's combo, $19,397.59. Coca-Cola, $23,850. McDonald's, $44,050.08. Your ROI percentage-wise, S&P 500 McDonald's combo, 3,180%. Coca-Cola, 3,910%. And McDonald's, grab your seats now, 7,221%. If that doesn't excite you, 2 kilos of Coke mixed with 2 kilos of Viagra isn't going to do the job either. Imagine if you invested 10 or even 30% of your income. Imagine if you did that every year since 1984. Could you imagine what your return would be today? Now, I already hear the excuses. I can invest 4%, better yet, 10 to 30%, and the verdict is out. And Mari has determined that is a lie. There is opportunity for saving and sacrifice in every situation. Poor, middle class, or rich. The first year is the hardest, but if you stick with it, it becomes easier, especially as you see your money grow. I mean, honestly, do you really need those beautiful heels? You already have 50 pairs in your closet. Do you need that dress? You have dresses in your closet you haven't worn in years. I love a good strip club. Well, my wife more so than I, but those strippers don't care about you. As much money as you spent making it rain, that could have been a house in a few years. I see the look on your faces now. I'm not saying give up on all the pleasures of life. I'm saying if it's a choice between setting yourself up for financial success or buying that 50th pair of heels or that dress you'll wear one time and forget about for a year. I'm saying if it comes down to a decision between spending that last $100 on making it rain every weekend on people who don't give two about you, choose yourself every time. Let me assure you, them strippers are smarter than you think. They're taking that money they tricked off you and investing it in themselves, while you drive home trying to figure out how you're going to pay your phone bill. Become creative and make what you have in your wardrobe work for you. Instead of hitting the strip club up every weekend, drop it to maybe once a month or quarterly. If you look at your situation honestly, there are plenty of areas that you can make cuts and be perfectly fine. Let's play the game as the rich do. Let's play it smart. In America, it's possible for everyone. If you like what you've heard, if you like making money, if you want to retire early, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, like, comment, and please share. I'm Sean McMurray, and this is Analytical Overdrive. Ayo.